Hello, everyone, and welcome to another game between Focus versus Una. I guess this isn't technically another game. I'm giving you 3 games with Focus this WarCraft Wednesday, and I guess he's playing all different members of World Elite's Gigabyte. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Una opening up with the Altar of Kings. He's not speed building it. We'll be throwing down a barracks and perhaps another farm here to round it off, as Una spawns as the yellow human player here on Secret Valley. Meanwhile, on the top right-hand side of the map, we see Focus spawning as the teal orc player. Orc versus human, most likely Archmage versus Blade Master. And the Blade Master is perhaps one of the best heroes in the game, just because it is such a pivotal role in the orc army. Now, a lot of people may say that the Blade Master is perhaps one of the more overpowered heroes, but it really has to make up for the fact that Orc in general doesn't have that much DPS. Their damage per second is rather on the low end, but they do have big, strong units. So it kind of is balanced out that way. We'll see what's going to happen in this matchup, as we are getting some farms being built, a barracks being built off over here, and now getting up that Archmage finally. Peon still being created. It's going to be okay. See, this is how you know I do not preview my games. Focus now opting to go for a Farseer first, and what is also very telling about this strategy is that he doesn't have a barracks. With this, he will most likely be going Wind Riders and trying to harass with the Farseer. The Farseer is a very, very strong harassing unit. Spirit Wolves deal a lot of damage. Orc Burrows now being established once more, but here we go. Stronghold already being upgraded at the 2-minute mark, or well before the 2-minute mark. If you have to think about it another way, it would be as though a Zerg player decided to go into layer tech at the 4-minute mark, and that would just be rather odd. Footman now simply slipping by. Farseer with 2 Spirit Wolves already on the move, and the one Footman now already comes in, sees the Orc Burrow, sees the barracks now being built, and also sees the Stronghold now being upgraded. So this is all gonna come as a shock. Una needs to really respond and figure out what exactly Focus is doing. I made a guess with Wind Riders, but that may not be the case, as now we see the Archmage battling up and trying to harass with a couple units over here. The Farseer now getting in some easy damage. It looks as though, well, yes, one peon does get taken out, or one peasant that gets taken out, as the Spirit Wolves are now returning back home. And now you see a new engagement. Water Elementals, Wolves versus a Water Elemental. Who will come out ahead? The Wolves do move significantly faster, as the Farseer now just throwing those orbs of lightning, or that little lightning ball, back and forth at that Archmage. Farseer does deny the Spirit Wolf there, as Una should win out on this fight because he does have a Claws of Attack +6. Back at home, you can still see a Footman battling it up against a Footman against an Orc Burrow. It looks like the Orc Burrow wins that battle. Farseer still very low on experience. We are almost ready at tier 2, and we'll see if a new hero is going to be pulled over. We can also see Ogre Warrior comes in. There's an ensnare. A Footman may get taken out in this exchange here, as the Water Elemental is also taking some damage. Farseer now pulling off over here. Will it try to pick up a Boots of Speed? Yes, it does exactly that. And now, once again, pulling in even more creeps. So Una in trouble, losing a lot of hit points on his units due to creeps right now. As you can see, another Footman over here down to 45, 3 hit points, and it barely escapes alive. Farseer now battling it out once again with the Archmage. Archmage does not have Boots of Speed. The Farseer now coming in, and in comes a Naga Sea Witch, and the Naga Sea Witch now with slow Boots of Speed now being transferred to the Naga Sea Witch, and this might be a problem, as the Farseer and the Naga Sea Witch coming together to deal a lot of damage. That Farseer very low on hit points now, as you now see a Footman trying to run away. Farseer looking to do a bit more creeping. The Naga Sea Witch now following that Farseer. The Naga Sea Witch is normally a very slow unit. Getting the Boots of Speed, a very, very safe call. Now, as we also see some Footmen making their way over. The Archmage needs to be careful, as there are double heroes already coming in. Are we going into bestiaries? Yes, bestiaries already coming online. If Focus gets those double Wind Riders and starts training them without any riflemen to counter and no level 2 water elementals, then Una's not going to be able to counteract those Wind Riders. You can see that there is now a guard tower being built with only one of them. And with the range on those Wind Riders, I believe you can start dealing damage to those peasants while being outside the range. We can see the Altar of Kings now taking a bit of damage. The Keep now being upgraded. Perhaps we will see another mercenary hero or a tavern hero come in, as we should be getting up to Keep now. Yes, the Keep should be done in just a second. Is it done? No, not quite yet. Where's the Keep? Keep is now done. What hero is it going to be? It is going to be a Beastmaster. So it is going to be summon heroes, as the Farseer are really pushing in a lot of pressure here. And now the Grunts and the Grunts and the Naga Sea Witch perhaps going to finish off this Altar of Kings. Meanwhile, in the base back here, we are going into Wind Riders. Perhaps the Orc Burrow now needs to be repaired. Perhaps some units are going to jump inside as well. It looks like it will be exactly that. Cold Arrow onto the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster taking a little bit of damage, but still able to escape ever so barely, as the Beastmaster, the cold does not last nearly as long on them. Wind Riders now in the air. 36 to 44 damage, 570 damage attack. Now that Water Elemental is just going to give more and more experience to the Naga Sea Witch and Farseer combination. 2 level 1 heroes dealing so much damage, and in come the Wind Riders here. There it goes. Now getting awfully close to level 2. Meanwhile, the Archmage has been sitting on level 1 for quite some time, now finally getting to level 2. And will it be enough? Farseer, Naga Sea Witch making its way over into the main base. The Farseer is in position. It looks like the Altar of Kings is being rebuilt, but there may be a little bit of a creepjack here as the Wind Riders are now coming in. However, the Wind Riders taking a lot of damage from those guard towers. Needs to be played very, very safe, as the Naga Sea Witch and the Farseer are getting a lot of damage onto the Archmage. Archmage now down to 92 hit points. It is now pretty much out of the fight, as the Wind Rider could have perhaps chased it down. Wind Rider still trying to hug that backside, looking to deal some more damage here, as Footmen and Water Elementals are falling all across the map. Beastmaster hiding off here. Archmage hiding here is regenerating some hit points. Wind Rider's taking a lot of damage. The Wind Rider may fall. Yes, one Wind Rider falls to a guard tower or an arcane tower. And this is still looking very, very good for Focus, as Focus is now once again applying the pressure. Guard towers do not have the masonry upgrade. We are getting into sorceresses. The sorceress could perhaps use slow pretty effectively to slow down these Wind Riders, but now level 2 on the Naga Sea Witch and also on that Farseer, as we have the Archmage currently sitting at level 2, and now this may be a problem. Cold Arrow and Wind Riders now going straight for it. Is it going to be enough damage? No, going now after the sorceresses. The sorceress, one sorceress goes down. Another sorceress may go down as well, but the Wind Riders taking a lot of damage, a lot of focus fire from Quill Beast. Cold Arrow now slowing down the Naga Sea, or from the Naga Sea, which is close. Yeah, and there's a Chain Lightning taking it down. Level 2 Archmage has fallen. Beastmaster now may get stuck and get ensnared as well. And Una also losing his Beastmaster at level 2. So the level 2 Beastmaster falls. And I'm pretty sure that Una would rather have had that Beastmaster stay at level 1, as it does cost a lot more and take a lot longer to get to level 2, or resurrect a level 2. Now we see a couple units hanging around by the tavern here, and there is the GG from Una. So Una saying GG to Focus in a rather short game here on Secret Valley. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.